Hey everybody, welcome back to our crazy unscripted life. We're so glad that you stopped by today to check out our latest video. So on today's episode, I'm making a juice blend that is great for your metabolism and also is a detox. And I combined the two together just because it just made it easier. Juicing has so many benefits for your body, such as, the vitamins and nutrients. They're all packed in the juice, and your body doesn't have to try and break down all the fibers. So you're kind of, in a sense, giving your body a break, which it definitely needs. If you haven't already, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit that like button. Let us know that you like the video and lets us know what kind of content everybody likes to see, and we'll be sure to try and post more of it. And hit that notification bell. That also will let you know when we upload a new video. So in this blend, I am using spinach, parsley, carrots, everybody's favorite, beets, celery, cucumber, green apples, pears, ginger, and at the end I add some lemon, lime, and orange juice. And I'll explain later why I did it that way versus juicing. But you want to start out just by washing your vegetables really good and try to get all any kind of chemicals that may have been sprayed on them while they were growing in a field. And carrots and beets, celery, they usually have dirt on them, especially your kale, as I'm cutting up right here. I've always found kale is very hard to eat, so I do prefer juicing it. It was a good thing I juiced on all this today, because I think those pears were going to go bad on me, and I had only had them for a day, and I've always had bad luck with pears. So I always end up buying them where they're not quite ripe enough yet, and when you go to bite into them, it's harder than an apple. I'm sure you've had that too. So the exact recipe that I'm using for the Detox and Metabolism Booster, I've got it listed down in the description below. You can check that out. It's actually broken into both. One's for the detox and one's for the metabolism. And like I said, I combined the two together. In my opinion, it actually made it taste better, just because I used a little bit more of the apples, and of course I threw the pears in just to kind of, add some sweetness in there, and plus the orange juice helped too. I think the longest and most tedious part of the whole process is prepping your vegetables. Because in this case, I had to cut mine up in sizes that would fit into my juicer. Every juicer has, different size openings, and mine's got a pretty small opening, so I have to cut them down into a pretty good size. Now on the beets, a lot of recipes don't say to do it. They usually just say use the beetroot, which is what I'm cutting up right there. But I also use the beet greens. I haven't heard whether it's any benefit to using them or not. I think I've seen one recipe one time that actually said to use the beet leaves. But if you know the answer to that question, comment below. I'm curious. So this is my juicer. It's a Black & Decker, and I picked it up at Walmart several years ago, and I don't recall how much I paid for it. Probably didn't pay too much, being it was at Walmart, and at the time I probably really couldn't afford to go too high. But it works great. I've had it for several years, and it's never failed me. I think my biggest frustration with it is the fact that when you're doing as much as I'm doing in this video, you have to kind of clean out the area where it spits the pulp against the basically where my hand is resting. It kind of clogs up sometimes right there if you're doing a whole lot, and then if you're doing a lot of very juicy, like carrots are very juicy, and so they'll kind of build up right there and kind of clog the chute that dumps it down into the disposal can there. So you have to kind of stop every now and then, just kind of clean it out. This is no big deal. A lot of times I just make enough for 1 cup of juice, but this time I wanted to make enough to get me through my whole work week, so I didn't have to worry about doing that, because I work nights and a 12-hour shift, and when I get home it's usually about 9 o'clock in the morning. The only thing I can think about is going to bed, and then I'll wake up around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. By that time, it's time to eat dinner. And as you can see there, I had to just kind of knock some stuff down so I can continue juicing. But yeah, it's time to eat dinner and then get ready for work. And I leave the house by 7 o'clock, and so it doesn't give me a lot of time to, try and be healthy, which is, I think, most of all of our issues. It takes time to be healthy. So sometimes you just got to take your time out of your weekend and do something like this to prep for the whole week. So as you can see, I had quite a bit of pulp left over there that had to dump out. And normally on this juicer, like I said, sometimes I just make 1 cup at a time, and the bin there never gets full. It just maybe about halfway, and I have a full cup of juice. But in this one, yeah, I made a lot. Down in the description, there's a link to our blog, and in there I give a full rundown on the blog of the benefits of juicing and how it's good for you, and what each vegetable is actually good for. So down in the description, I'm leaving you a couple of suggestions if you're looking for a juicer, if you don't have one already, that you can order from Amazon. I know there's some really good ones out there. There's ones like mine, which aren't that expensive if you're just getting started out, and you may not like it, so you don't want to spend a ton of money on something you don't like. Now, I do plan on upgrading to a fancier juicer that does a better job and can handle the amount of juice that I run through it. So I'll leave a few links down in the description to Amazon. Kind of give you an idea what you can look for. The biggest thing that you want to look for in a juicer is to make sure that it separates the juice and the pulp, because you don't want to have a lot of pulp in your juice, because like I said earlier, you're trying to give your body a little bit of a break so it doesn't have to break down the fibers of those fruits and those vegetables, and you can get all the vitamins and nutrients from the juice, because that's where it all is. And you'll feel better. You'll have more energy. It works your metabolism more. So it's better all around. Now I'm all done here. And what I'm going to do is add in some lemon juice and some lime juice. And these I just, picked up at a local grocery store. And then I'll be adding some orange juice with pulp. The reason I use these already juices is when I was at the store the other day, I actually looked at some lemons, some limes, and some oranges, and they were a little bit more than I wanted to pay. And there again, if you want to be healthy, it gets costly. It's aggravating, but sometimes you have to pay the money if you want to be healthy. But those juices are actually very good. They're not, they don't have any byproducts in them, so they're really good. So what I did is I just took some mason jars and poured the juice into a mason jar and just sealed it off with a lid, and they'll keep in the fridge for at least a week. I haven't had any issues with them building up any bacteria or anything, because I keep them sealed. And I probably drink them up too quick anyway, but it filled it up really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back again to see another episode. And be sure to check out our other videos of our crazy unscripted life. And don't forget to smash that like button and click the subscribe button to help our channel out. If you want to know when we upload new videos, hit that notification bell. It's the best way to find out if we have a new video coming out, which we try to put one out every week. So until next time, we hope you have a great day filled with many, many blessings.